So boom, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pandu from TechDude, and after a long time I'm back with another video. And to be honest, I'm pretty much near to achieving 4K subscribers on my YouTube. Uh, just I want to let you know, if you're new to this channel, please drop a like, or drop a comment, and subscribe my channel TechDude. Uh, So I'm talking about Xiaomi's Redmi lineup. During 2014 to 2018, the Xiaomi was in its peak range, where it was an number one top selling phone in this mid-range bracket from 15 to 20k. Later, it is slowly vanished from that mid-range budget king price tag because of their sub-brand known as Poco. And Xiaomi has started implementing a new strategy. Before talking about the news, let us talk about the new Redmi phone, which is known as Redmi 13 Pro. So let us talk about the first strategy of Xiaomi. If you take a smartphone, what you will look, first of all look at the design. So talking about the new smartphone which Xiaomi has is Redmi Note 13. So Redmi Note 13 Pro, and basically the phone comes in 30k price range. So first of all, I want to let you know in the recent past Redmi used to make smartphone on 50 to 20k, but they are completely focusing on upper mid range, which is 30 to 45,000 smartphones. And talking about their latest device, it comes with a vegan leather as well as a glass back, which is not completely glass back. It has an plastic polycarbonate glass. And if you recently observe the Redmi Note 11, Realme Note 11 Pro, the vegan leather just peels off. I feel like the vegan leather in the budget smartphone quality is not that great, and it is not that reliable. So it will just peel by itself, or the leather tears out by itself after using to 6 to 8 months. Another thing is that the side frames are completely plastic, so which just decreases the build quality. It makes it look cheaper. I feel like when you're putting around 30 to 35,000 for a smartphone, at least you should get a complete glass built smartphone. Another thing is that the smartphone, their recent smartphone comes with a USB 2.0 C port, and it has a stereo speakers. The earpiece also works as speaker, and it has a bottom firing speaker. And talking about another thing is that it is an added bonus. It has an IP68 support. Now Redmi phones comes with IP68 support. It is nothing but it is water and dust resistant. And after looking at the design, what you look at another thing, one more thing, talking about the Redmi phones, you will see holes everywhere around the Redmi phone, because it has on the upper side it has two noise cancellation microphones. At the lower side you have speaker vents and USB type C. On the top there is an IR blaster. At the right side it has a power buttons and volume rockers. And after that, after looking at the design and the comfort, you look at the display. It comes with 6.6 inches 5.k resolution AMOLED display, which has a 120 Hz refresh rate, and it comes with a Gorilla Glass Victus, which is an added bonus, and it increases the protection of the smartphone, and it goes up to 1200 nits on outer condition. It is pretty good because flagship phones like Pixel doesn't have enough brightness to use it on sunlight, but it has a decent display, and the display sharpness is pretty good. And talking about the another thing is that if you watch YouTube videos in 360 to 240p resolution, the skin tones on the Redmi smartphone display looks pretty odd. Another thing is that it has an in-display fingerprint sensor, which works pretty good, but there is a gimmick for it. They added some gimmick to that fingerprint sensor. If you put your finger, the phone shows the heart rate of a person. It is completely fake. If you follow Technopedia, he did a experiment where he used polythene cover to his finger, and he placed the finger on the fingerprint scanner. So still it was showing a, I mean, heart rate reading. So it is a fake gimmick, and you can't trust it. So for example, I want to give a brief overview about this gimmicks. Budget smartwatch doesn't have a proper heart rate tracking monitor. They give misinformation. And another thing is that it comes with MediaTek Dimensity 7200 Ultra processor. The base variant comes with 12 GB LPDDR5 RAM with 256 GB internal storage, which is an UFS 3.1 storage, by the way. Better processor, less performance by while gaming. You can handle, or you can use it daily task. This processor is capable of handling daily tasks pretty well. When you go in terms of gaming, these processors lack performance. Another thing is that, talking about the battery, roughly you will get around 5 hours of battery life, and it comes with inbuilt 120 watts charger, where you can charge 10 to 50% in 8 minutes and 100% in 25 minutes. Talking about the UI, where the Xiaomi is facing backlash from years. It is not new thing for this thing, and it comes with the MIUI with the Android 13. And another thing is that their previous 12C has an HyperOS update, but newly launched 13 series doesn't have this HyperOS update. I feel like Xiaomi have forgotten their new device, I think, because the older generation device has an update, the newer generation doesn't have an update. And this UI has a lot of bloatware, as you know. It is a key thing. It is coming from 2014. They have very sluggish US with lots of ads. It has lots of bloatware games, and you will get a glance on screen. A lock screen thing, where if you power on it once, you will get another wallpaper. They generate revenue from these apps and this bloatware stuff. And the vibration haptics are pretty good, but if it is in a higher range, you will notice some weird vibration haptics. Like, you will feel much uncomfortable while typing. And the stereo speakers are pretty good. When you just increase the volume to 100%, you will see little vibration on the display, which feels like uncomfortable. And it is obviously a 5G smartphone. It has a decent network coverage and stuff. And recently in Twitter, I have observed lot of proximity sensor issues. So it is again where the build quality, again, if you talk about this thing, it is fault of their build quality. They have to use proper equipment, or standard equipment, so that they doesn't make minor issues and stuff. Another thing, if you talk about the camera, you have 8MP ultra wide camera, 200MP main camera with OIS, and it comes with NFC for payments and sharing stuff, sharing photos and stuff. And it has 2MP micro, which is unnecessary. And the major key aspect of this camera is a 200MP camera. It has the major drawbacks of this 200 megapixel camera are it needs better software optimization. And the photos which the smartphone captures are pretty much on the natural side. And videos are pretty decent. They are not that great, not that simple. You can shoot 4K front as well as back. And talking about the new strategy that Xiaomi wants to implement, is pretty simple. They want to completely focused on offline based market. And previously the Xiaomi smartphone used to, or the Redmi budget oriented smartphone used to focus on online marketing and stuff. But it changed, the strategy is changed completely, because you can observe that there are pretty much competitive, there are pretty much brands who are completely online exclusive brands. So the competitions have increased in the online market, and they have their sub brand in this 20k price range named as Poco, which does the job pretty well in that segment. And nowadays I feel like Xiaomi is looking for premiumization because of their consumers. And if you focus on completely offline base, what you look for display, better cameras, and you will get limited comparisons in offline market. So definitely you will go for Xiaomi smartphones because it offers decent specs for a decent price. And another thing is that currently if you are looking for getting any smartphone in this price range, my kind suggestion is that to ignore this smartphone. This smartphone doesn't worth the price you are paying. You can get IQ Neo 7 or OnePlus Nord series. They offer pretty much a decent performance according to the price. So if you are new to this channel, drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe my channel Tech Dude. Signing off, your Tech Dude.